made it. We back in the streets, we back in the lab.
All right, then. Let's go, Nas.
It's time. It's album time. Yeah.
It's time.
It's time. Black is time.
Premiere album still gonna happen.
So try it again. Starting me over right back at the end.
When's the last time you were afraid? I haven't been afraid a day in my life.
The dead don't die, the heart still beats, head held high, I haunt these streets, life still me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die. Knock me down, 6 feet deep, one more round, no reprieve. You can try, but the dead don't die. In the mirror, no reflection,
Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got an ultra-important divisional round matchup in the NFC, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Dallas Cowboys. First of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it at second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And they work this well upfield across the 45. His first catch in the divisional round goes for a first down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Seattle.
Smith and Jigba. Still going. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith and Jigba. 53 yards. And the Seahawks are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Next to score is Seahawks 7, Cowboys nothing.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. And he'll get this up to about the 4. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Dak, he's going to mix it up. Kill.
They'll try and run again with Blue. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Yeah! Hey, 47! 49! Hey, kill! 47!
On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11.
We're going to 54. Yeah! Here we go! 47. Then we're going to 53. Here we go, 46.
To throw is Prescott. And he is caught. Oh, an absolutely filthy joke. He's got some space now. That's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
As we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
go. Get out there. Get out there. What do you think?
On first down, it's Blue. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
4-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They go again with Blue. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for it with Blue. And is able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
That's good for a Cowboys first down.
Now they'll change things up.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, kill. What do you think?
Here's Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
They got you thinking that you Superman. I got the kryptonite. Somebody, the mic, that's characters, not even good actors. What's gonna be the outcome? Let's add up all the factors. Whack, twisted, the girls are broke.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Kill. Here we go. Wide. Here we go. 47.
Here's Prescott. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
There's no rest to shut it down. Whatever I got your money up. Believe it on God, put money down. I'm betting the odds on all of us. I do it for all of my people now. Put that on everything that I love.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Kill.
Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
And again, it's Prescott. Trying to set up a screen for Blue. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2nd down and 6 now.
It's now 2nd and 6. At the
Now Dak, he wants to change the play.
Gun. Switch it, hey.
Now a toss, left side, it's Blue. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Yeah, here we go.
Blue will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. And that caps starts off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Somebody gotta do it. I win. Somebody gotta do it. I change you. What? Do it. You survived outside off from the music. Hey, turn this TV off. And with my type activities, then don't you get involved. Hey, what? I mean, shit I see. Send them off. Take a risk.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in. They just got to throw this one away.
Second and 10. Here's Darnold. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And the Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Walker now on first and 10. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. These two teams all tied after 1.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 50-yard
Seahawk
line.
football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a second down and 2 coming up. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Now Darnold wants to change it up. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20.
The 19-yard line.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Pass caught, a roll right side. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Touchdown! Jackson Smith-Njigba with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Yeah, here we go. Wait, check. Here we go, 40 seconds. Rambo. Watch the whip. What do you think?
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go, going to 54, going to 53. What do you think?
Prescott to throw it. Here's one deep for Pickens. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
We've we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He really tried to thread that down the seam.
Yeah, he tried to rip that one, didn't he? But throwing with that velocity, necessary when you're trying to hit a quick hitter like that one. Timing execution has to be perfect. Unfortunately for him, that one fell to the ground.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Darnold. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. It's a big play there for Seattle. 49 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop it. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now quickly here to Smith-Njigba. Now he's loose again. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith-Njigba saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Now Myers for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Cowboys 7.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly.
Here we go, go to 54, go to 54, wide eight. Here we go to 54, wide eight. Wait, take.
The drive starts with a run by Blue. Will work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They go with glue between the tackles. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Here comes third down at 7.
Kill.
Throwing, Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. And Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you're trying to force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
And Shaheed going to go in motion. Out right to Smith-Njigba. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jackson Smith-Njigba on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. The extra point now coming from Myers. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because we're going a little smoky into Bandit Lair. They got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking for
everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw him on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Back to throw, Darnold. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
That's a gain of 8.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And
with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. That'll be complete to Blue. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
There go 46. There go 48. Here we go, 47. Here we go, go to 54, go to 50. Here we go, kill.
Final play of the half, Prescott. Here's one deep for Pickens. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He finds Pickens over the middle. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Prescott is going to change things up here.
At the 45-yard line.
Hey, kill. Hey, 47.
2nd and 6. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Straight ahead, Walker. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Keely Ringo on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Walker. And pulling down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
A gain of 14. And the Seahawks first down.
Ready.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
70.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll find Shaheed out to the right. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. You get the sense that they're saying, we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
46.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Yeah! Here we go, boy.
Prescott now.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
To the air again, Prescott.
Here's one deep for Pickens. And that's going to be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
To throw is Prescott. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
47. 26.
Here's Prescott. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Gun.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
That flag, that'll push him back 5.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Yeah, here we go. Wait, take. Boy, hey, kill. Hey, 47.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Hold the ready. Let's go now. Cougar 19.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Let's go. 7 Warriors. Warriors, 70. Let's go. 18 Rattler.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Horton. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
It's a gain of 18. And the Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Drops it to Blue, complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it will bring up 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 7-yard line.
Now Prescott. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Kobe Bryant. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
And And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. First and goal, no gain. Second and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball third time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Walker. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on fourth and goal.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now, fourth and goal from the 2. They'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on fourth and goal.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Now Prescott.
14-yard line.
Going right back to Ferguson.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for a Cowboys first down. First and 10.
Prescott to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's second and 18.
Hey, I got him, man, I got him.
Prescott. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's third and long.
47.
Here's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Here we go, 46, 46.
Let's make some good plays today. Let's go up.
Then we're going to 53. Here we go, going to 54, going to 26.
Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. And my goodness, another interception. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about
space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
Darnold now to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth-quarter lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And able to get this out to the 25.
Never can't hear it no more. Spin it to the man, can't hear it no more. Centigram don't feel it no more. You were dropping a minute, but can't steer it no more. Riding a wave, but now you're chilling on shore. What's it used to being rich when your inside's down? This, but you don't want to see it.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting close to a disappointing one-and-done scenario in these playoffs. The end result, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hey, kill.
Throwing, Prescott. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here we go. Wide in. We're going to 54. Wide in.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott. And he fires one incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go, 46. Hey, kill. Hey, 47. Good. Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll try and do this himself. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
23-yard line.
Kill.
Prescott from the gun. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Travis Jones. And the Seahawks will take over here at their own 14-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Now he's going to step up and run. Able to slither by. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Hadn't been a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder. If he wasn't a first-round pick, they want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And complete to Smith-Njigba. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it second down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has to get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Second and 5. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Up the middle, here's Walker. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the Cowboys' 45-yard line.
Cowboy 80. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side, complete to KAM. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll be fourth down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
That's another Seahawks first down.
And Darnold's going to change the play.
First down, Seahawks.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Quinnen Williams, so hard to block, and he shows it that time, making the tackle for loss. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. And they'll give here to Charbonnet on the option. And he stopped immediately there. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw here. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ballgame.
For the Seahawks field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset since you keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here we go, 47. Check motion.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, he's got it wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
First and 10.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Hey, kill. 47. 26.
Prescott now. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. George Pickens, 55 yards. And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Aubrey now for the point after. And the lead drops from 34 to 27.
Makes the score Seahawks 41, Cowboys 14.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Seahawks looks like they've recovered. They have. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
No 80. Red 80. No 80.
Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. Now he'll tuck this and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Second down and 3. Now back to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. And they'll work with 4 receivers here on third down and long.
Here we go. Hey, set.
He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are. And let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Back to throw, Darnold. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.
Yeah. I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us. Still ride with a in the fleece, I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the higher. These they come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual forces, fighting the demons, really for lifers. Karma, with your energy harness. If I'm back in the corner, I might get the clicking until I just feel a nirvana. I see blood in the water, homies are gone, he couldn't see the piranhas. Got it hot as a divider, I'm from the bottom, on treacherous timing. They'll pop your melon in front of those seas over that beef and